So the gold price on the 30-minute chart put in a bullish 30-minute fake out low candle. And I was looking at this candle here for a 11:30 bullish close that we didn't get. So we're having to wait another 30 minutes until 12 p.m. A 12 p.m. bullish close above the Wall Street opening range highs where we had a peak formation high could be the catalyst for potentially a creeping continuation trade coming out of the fluff of the, or volatility I should say, of the non-farm payrolls event. So peak formation high, peak formation low. What that means is that we've got a high and a low. The low, essentially what's happened is the bears were in control coming out of the Wall Street Open, but they've passed the baton over to the bulls. So peak formation high, peak formation low, like a sandwich. I like my sandwich analogy. Put it over here. Okay, so the price is sandwiched between the high and the low. But if the bulls have control, then the filling of the sandwich is spilling out to the upside, if that makes sense. And as you can see on this 15-minute chart at what was that, 11:15. The 11:15 candle closed with a fake out low, right? And then we've got this continuation in the 11:30 candle, which is poised for a continuation higher through the high, the peak formation high. So the filling of the sandwich is bullish. Yeah, fake out high 15-minute candle. Oh, fake out low, sorry. Fake out low 15-minute candle, which is bullish. And we are now trading above the 20 EMA on the 15-minute candles, as well as the New York VWAP, 9:30 a.m. open VWAP, bullish. So buyers have had a discount. Okay. And with the US dollar as I previously showed a moment ago, below the lows of last week, is bearish, and therefore in a bearish context on the dollar you'd expect gold to stay bid. Now the analysis I put out earlier talked about targets. I'm having to scroll back. A 200% range expansion at 3607. When I talk about the range expansion, I'm talking about the New York and Asia range. That's essentially a coil that we're breaking out of. So if I measure the low to the high of the coil, as best as as near as I can. So there's the low, there is the high-ish. Doesn't quite tally up, does it, with our range expansions of the box opening range. But a 250% range expansion comes in near to our first target, which would be 2R. And then through the 300% range expansion of that box comes in fairly close proximity to a 200% range expansion of the box. Now, what do those range expansions look like on a 1 hour chart? Okay, it doesn't want to give me the 1 hour range for some reason, but not to worry. I'll have to do it manually. The 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. range, so the first hour of the New York session, a 200% range expansion of that range tallies up at a 2.5 expansion of the breakout, well, of the New York and Asian coil. So that's a compelling target, and that gives us 2R. So I'd watch that closely for an opportunity there. Okay, so I'm winding this down, and let's see if we get anything. As you can see, we're starting to break out, but I'm waiting for a new timing rotation. So for a 1 hour rotation, which will be 12 p.m. And what we might get here is a breakout candle over here on the left. 30-minute bullish close, a 15-minute bullish close. Let's get into this 15-minute chart a bit closer. W formation, continuation, pullback, retest, continuation. In any case, bullish above the London highs. At the moment, we can't because it's a fake out high, but let me show you that on this chart here. So bear with me, what's it? Because I've got them on different time scales, that's why. But let's follow this time scale. Forget that fake out high here. It's on a different time scale. What I mean by that, for those that use the Trend Predator Pro, is this is the one that I follow. -3 over here. This is probably going to say -2. Yeah, exactly. So we put it to -3, and we won't have a fake out high. Should have it in unison. So let's do that. Okay, so there we go. That's my analysis for now. Potential of a continuation up and waiting for a new hour to engage. Depending on the price action, of course. Looking at predominantly at the 3-minute, 15-minute and 5-minute candles, confirmed by 30-minute bullish close, 30-minute fake out low, 15-minute fake out low, continuation candles, peak formation high, peak formation low, sandwich filling, spilling out to the upside and going with the trend. As per the Trend Predator Pro uptrend, targeting range expansion targets, and we'll see how we get on.